Hello, and welcome to our recorded information session about the professional LLM in construction law, offered through Osgoode Professional Development. My name's Megan Thomas, and I'm the Graduate Program Director here, and it's my pleasure to get us started with this information session. We're going to be covering a number of areas in the session today. We'll do an overview of the program, the degree requirements, what to expect as a student here, the program structure and tuition fees, some mechanics around applying to the program, and of course we'll leave you with information at the end about how to get in touch with us if you have more questions after watching this session. We're so excited about the professional LLM in construction law as it's our newest specialization here at OsgoodePD, launching in fall 2024. This program includes foundational courses on construction law and construction dispute resolution. It will then offer a wide range of electives, including a couple of courses on construction contracts, insurance, public procurement, delay and disruption, and many other important topics for the construction law field. In terms of the courses that are offered, there will be 12 credits of required courses. Construction Law Theory and Practice will be the foundational course offered at the beginning of the program, and then Construction Dispute Resolution is typically offered in the second year. There will be elective courses for the remaining terms, and those will vary term by term. Those will include areas like infrastructure planning, contracts, procurement, insurance, and labor and employment in the construction law field. You'll have the opportunity to explore outside electives from outside the construction field if you wish, for up to 6 credits. And as many of you will know, we have about 15 specializations in the professional LLM, so there's lots of choice for outside electives. In order to complete a professional LLM degree, you'll be doing 36 credits worth of coursework over a 2-year period. Typically, you'll be taking 1 or 2 courses per term. If you're taking 2 courses in a term, they will usually be one after the other rather than running at the same time, and this makes it a little bit more manageable for our part-time students. There's a research requirement to complete within the professional LLM, and what this means is we're looking for you to do a minimum of 1 paper that's at least 8,000 words, which is about 30 pages in length. You can do this paper, which is called a significant research paper, within a course in your program, or you can do it independently under the supervision of an instructor. Another option is to do a major research paper, which is a longer paper of about 18,000 words or 70 pages. Which of these options you choose is completely up to you, and you can choose once you're in the program. We also offer support to help you decide which route you'd like to take if you need that. The program takes typically 2 years to complete, or 6 terms. We run all year round here at OsgoodePD, so you would find that we offer courses in the fall, winter, and summer terms. If you complete the program continuously, you would complete it within 2 calendar years, but there are lots of options that we'll talk about as the session unfolds to take breaks in the program, and so if you need longer to complete the program, that is something we can easily facilitate. At this stage, I'm going to turn the mic over to my colleague, Christine Briggs, who's our Assistant Director of Admissions, to take you through the rest of our session.
This is a part-time program designed for working professionals, and one of the principles of that design is minimizing the amount of time that you'll be away from work. To that end, we typically schedule courses as either evening or intensive classes. Evening classes typically run from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. and have weekly meetings over the course of 6 or 12 weeks. Intensive classes are scheduled in a condensed format. We commonly schedule 3-credit intensives over 3 days, as a Thursday evening followed by a Friday and a Saturday full day. Or we schedule intensives over the course of 4 to 5 consecutive days for 6-credit courses. While the majority of courses in the Construction Law LLM are available through distance learning, it's important to note that all students will have to come to Toronto twice during their program, once during the first year and once during the second year, to complete required courses which require in-person attendance. Construction law theory and practice will be the first course you take as a student, and you'll take that in your first term in person at our One Dundas campus. Construction law dispute resolution is your second in-person course, which you'll complete in your second year of the program. Aside from those two required courses, a student could complete all of their other degree requirements through distance learning. When we're talking about distance learning, keep in mind that this is not a self-study program and courses are not asynchronous. Courses in the program are interactive seminars and live attendance is required because participation is an important aspect of the program, regardless of course format. There are two types of courses that have a distance option in the program: online-only courses and hybrid courses. Online-only courses take place over Zoom, and there's no option for in-person attendance. Hybrid courses offer students the option to take classes either online or in person. Hybrid courses typically run out of our One Dundas campus. However, you may occasionally see a hybrid course that runs out of our Kiel campus. No matter the schedule for your course, schedule or format for your course, you can expect to receive course materials about 4 weeks in advance of your course's start date. Every course has a course website on our learning management system, eClass. Your course's eClass page will contain a course syllabus and information about required readings, assignments, and due dates for the course. Some courses have required textbooks, which you'll need to purchase, but many courses have all readings available on the eClass page. Prospective students often ask about how much time they should budget outside of class to prepare and complete assignments. Part of the reason that we release course materials 4 weeks in advance is so you have some time to review the course's requirements and schedule out your time. That said, the amount of time you'll need to budget is going to depend on the course material format, your reading or study style, your pace, and your background. Typically, students budget 1 to 3 hours for every in-class hour. You should assume you'll need more time in the first term, particularly if you haven't studied law before, as there's a learning curve to figuring out how to do the readings effectively. Evaluation. There's no invigilated exams in this program. You can expect a variety of methods of evaluation during the program, including individual and group presentations, short assignments, and participation grades. All courses have a major assessment, an assessment that's worth 51% or more of the final grade. Major assessments are typically research papers or take-home examinations. Research papers vary in length, typically 10 to 15 pages, from course to course based on two factors: the number of evaluation methods contained in the course and the grading or weight assigned to the research paper. Research papers are typically on a topic explored in the course with a more in-depth analysis, or on a topic that's a natural extension of the course material. Generally, research papers are due about 1 month after the final course date. Take-home examinations are open book examinations, which typically include sets of questions where students are given a specified amount of time to complete outside of the classroom setting, typically 2 to 4 weeks. These questions can take a variety of formats, but typically a take-home exam will include a fact pattern, analytical type questions, and essay-style questions. Academic support. As a York University student, you have access to the Writing Center, student accessibility services, and other academic resources. In addition, we take an individualized approach to academic support. Students have access to academic counseling to give advice on achieving academic success and to help you troubleshoot any difficulties you may be having as a student. In addition, individualized support goes beyond the academic. Students have access to confidential mental health and wellness counseling, and we offer one-on-one career support, including resume review, mock interviews, job and career search coaching. So this is a cohort program, which means all students begin the program as a group, and a new cohort doesn't start until the first one finishes. New cohorts for the program begin every 2 years in even year falls, so fall 2024, fall 2026, fall 2028, etc. Applications open on October 1st, the year before the program begins, and there's a final deadline of May 1st. We use an online application portal. After creating your username and password, you'll be able to enter the portal to complete your application. You don't have to complete your application in one sitting. You can always save and return to it up until the application deadline. The application will ask you to answer some questions about your interests in the program, your background, and to provide some documents. The committee reviews applications holistically, taking into consideration the experience that you bring to the program. The application questions help the committee to contextualize your experience and interest in the program. It's a tool to help them understand your motivations for applying for the program. You'll also need to submit your CV or resume. This gives the committee an understanding of your professional experience and how that experience relates to the program you've applied for. We're used to reviewing CVs from all different jurisdictions and industries, so there's no required format. However, we do ask that your CV include job titles and dates of employment, a description of your job duties for each role, and a list of all previous educations with your degree title, institution name, and year of completion. As a professional program, we do put significant weight on relevant professional experience. If you have a JD or LLB, generally we're looking for a minimum of 2 years of practice experience. With applicants who do not have a JD or LLB, broadly we're looking for a minimum of 5 years of senior level experience in a role where you've gained applied legal knowledge that relates to the area you want to study. Generally, students who don't have a previous law degree do have a graduate degree in their field, and more often than not, they have closer to 10 years of senior experience. Our number one recommendation to students who don't have a JD or LLB who are interested in the LLM program is to reach out to us before you apply with a copy of your CV. We're happy to do a pre-application review and give you some feedback on fit. That way, you can go into the application process with confidence. You'll also be required to submit transcripts. We require transcripts from every university you've attended. Even if you have advanced degrees, a transcript copy could be a photocopy of an official or unofficial transcript, or even a screen print from your university record. If you're admitted to the program, we will require official transcripts, and we'll give you more information on that at the time of admission. In general, we're looking for applicants to have an overall B or 75% average or equivalent. However, because we're a professional program, we recognize that many of you completed your degree many years ago, and that your academic performance from 10 years ago, for example, may not be a good indicator of your current capabilities. The committee reviews your application in context, so having a lower average won't exclude you from consideration. There is a section on the application where you can provide any additional context about your academic performance if you feel it's relevant to do so. You'll also need to submit a writing sample. The committee uses your writing sample to assess your graduate level writing and research skills. Your writing sample could be an academic paper, a memorandum or factum, or a 5 to 10 page research paper on a subject that you're interested in. We have topic suggestions on our website. While there's lots of flexibility on what your writing sample can be, there are some specific things which your writing sample cannot be. Please do not submit unresearched opinion pieces, co-authored papers, non-analytical summaries of the law, court pleadings, or other legal documents. The committee cannot use these pieces to evaluate your research or writing skills. As part of the application, you'll be asked to submit contact information for 2 references. Your referees will be sent a reference form to complete over email. Your references can be professional or academic. The best reference is one who can validate your professional experience and speak to your academic potential. And finally, if you haven't completed at least 1 year of full-time university studies in an institution where the only language of instruction is English, you will be required to provide a language test. You should be prepared to submit a language test at the time of application. However, depending on when you'd apply, the committee may consider making a conditional offer of admission, or your application may be deemed incomplete until your language test has been received. Please review our website for detailed information about language test requirements and deadlines. After you've completed your application and paid your application fee, your file will go into queue for review. Our team will do an initial review of your file for completeness and let you know if anything further is required. We'll keep you informed of the status of your application throughout the process. The timing of when you'll receive a decision depends on a number of factors, such as when you applied and when your application became complete. But in general, applications are reviewed on a rolling basis and early offers are made to top candidates. But most decisions are made within about a month of the final application deadline. If you have questions, we encourage you to reach out. To get in touch, please fill out our contact form using the URL on your screen, osgoodepd.ca/LLM-info. Using this form ensures that we have all the information we need to fully answer your inquiry and that it reaches the right member of our team. The form also allows you to include a copy of your resume or CV, which we encourage you to do if you have questions around program fit or program selection. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this session. We hope you found it helpful.